welcome back to SnowRunner. It's a beautiful day early in the morning and we are going to deliver some metal beams here and there, right? So we can actually climb the mountain a little bit easier over yonder, right? You know, by that I mean this little trailer park is more accessible then. We have to fix this one, and there is one all the way over here that we can fix too then rather simply and easily, which is beautiful though, right? You know, so let's get on hauling, boys. Kind of cool though that we have two of these places where we can actually get steel beams from, both of them, right? You know, both sides. But let's actually go from here. 4 for a large pipe. Well, I'm sure that we have to haul it a long distance though. But anyways, it is good that we have two of these companies, right? You know, these factories. Like over there we have another one, because then we can just get one from over here, making the ride a little bit easier for us. But first things first, shall we? You know, let's get rid of those excessive stones on the road. Couple of stones, nobody really minds though, especially if they are like pebbles. Oh man, boulders though, huh? That's a whole different thing if you well, kiss them with your bumper, right? Let's put it in high gear so we keep on hauling here on the unsturdy terrain. Yeah, this is going to be a very easy haul though. I wonder, technically we go towards the trailer park, although it's very narrow though. So I will keep that. Yeah, the lady wants to go to the trailer park though, maybe to her husband's, boyfriend's, maybe to her own trailer. She's still in one of my scouts. Maybe though, like that's my theory. Either she's an assassin because he doesn't want us to tell anybody about it, right? You know, so it's just me speaking here in my electric journal, right? But yeah, you know, now you know though, now you know. But it's a little bit different, right? You know, because I know you guys can seal your lips tight, but it makes me also think like she's a lady of the night, right? That's everything we need to get this mess cleaned up. Thanks again. Here's what you owed. I kind of want to try it, to be honest, because I can go backwards anyways, right? You know, we have a reverse after all on this little thing. It will be so interesting that one day we will actually have a mission that says about, I don't know, murder in a trailer or something like that, right? You know what I mean, though? I kind of would feel guilty about it, but then again, that person, if that person really wanted to do that, it would have found its way, of their way anyways, towards the trailer, right? With or without us, so. And our innocence is in ignorance. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, me boy. We have done worse though with this truck, so this is not the most difficult thing that I've done. And here we are. Oh my. Can you believe it? No! See you guys in a little bit though, I suppose. My, oh my, oh my. Look at that though. It's even twitching, my boy. Look at that, he's dying. So yeah, this is going to be hella difficult, right? The slope in general, all is difficult. I am not even sure if we could technically do it with a Hummer, right? You know? So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be worth the try, I suppose. Oh, come on, come on, come on, big boy. Ay, 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 ay. That is problematic though. Maybe I have to roly-poly it around here. I had to be careful though. It is totally stuck. It is totally stuck though, huh? So that probably means that I have to do this with a different truck. Well, it is moving, which is a good sign right now. We only have to make it flip, but that's where the issue lies the most. It just does not care about our feelings, our board, or wishes, or strength, or weakness. It just does what it wants, man. It's a very stubborn truck though, huh? Very, very stubborn. Now, I kind of want to force push it, you know? So that means maybe a little bit longer might have been better, but who cares? All right. Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of force now, is it? It is moving. We just have to get a little bit lucky here. A little bit. Come on, just tip over, you freak. Oh wow, finally we got some movement though, but we don't have the movement that we want. You don't want to know how long this actually did take right now, right? You know? I don't know what it is. Either this truck is super duper heavy topside, or the snow is just my worst enemy and I don't realize it yet. Because it should be so easy to tip it over right now, right? From the slope on. But no. Oh. Jeez almighty, we did it though, huh? What a great feeling right now. My poor truck needs another body work though, but in general, it deserves to be dirty right at this moment. It deserves to be a little bit dirty. Oh, hey, stop it. Pin stroke. There we go with the forearm. Can you imagine we just fail again? But wow. Yeah, with this slope, we should have tipped it way sooner though. So there was something that, yeah, didn't want me to have a little bit of freedom today, I suppose. But off we are. Hopefully it was worth it though. Hopefully the lady is not freezing her butt off. Yeah, let's just double check, right? Because the trailer is right behind me. Good to know. I was a little bit distracted by the signs there on the background. So let's just go right over here. And then we can take the same route back. Just a little bit more secure. There we go. I thought I was done for. I was hanging by a thread out there until you came along. You're my savior. Take care now. Oh, you're welcome though. I mean, it could be like the mob was, you know, forcing her to do something or something like that, right? You know, but I don't think it's that dark. Powerless check rock obstacle. just did. Ah, that is the one that I want to do later. Rocks Wall. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Wooden planks? Interesting. Oh. So we are going to go down here this way. Sure. Normally it's actually metal beams, right? For the rocks. Interesting. We should actually have added some TNT maybe, right? You know, that we might deliver TNT over here. Will make a little bit more sense though than wooden planks and metal beams. Metal beams make a little bit of sense though, but wooden planks, ooh boy, not so much. We almost tip over again. The worst thing is though, driving like that, taking a sip of your coffee, and then you have to grab your steering wheel with 2 hands, so you have to drop your coffee, right? Going to be rather interesting if we can do certain things too in, let's say, SnowRunner 3, SnowRunner 2, SnowRunner 4. Where we actually have to, let's say, you know, like step out and drill, or maybe hire someone, you know, to drill a couple of holes in the boulders, dynamite in there, have a little boom, you know, and back to the barbecue and truck, I suppose. I mean, it will be an interesting addition though, right? Because simulators have to not only have more and more and more maps, just have you to do more and more too, right? You know, and by that I mean things that make actually proper sense, you know? So, yeah. It's like farming simulator, right? You know, simulator. It is actually, you know, like well, a farming simulator, but at the same time, you can actually be playing it only as a forestry simulator. I mean, how cool is that though, huh? And what is the next step? It's actually also now slowly becoming a management sim. And there's more and more and more being added on, right? You know, each installation. And the same goes for SnowRunner, right? Because we had Expedition where we did travel around a little bit. I have not played the game, but I know what's about though. I have it on my Steam library, so, you know, we are definitely going to play that at one time too. But yeah, you know, then we have Roadcraft, where we can make roads, cables, sewers, and more. That's already heading into that direction though. But what will be next? That we are building, well, fabrics, you know, like companies, factories, houses, you know, trailer parks, total bridges maybe, who knows what, right? Like schools, churches, whatever, etc, etc. It's going to be rather interesting. I think that might actually be the next step. And then an update maybe might give us some management things that we have to do, right? You know, like maybe hire other truckers. You can actually see them going around. Maybe, baby. The world is open. And that is what I love about sim games. It is just so great. The possibilities are just endless, especially if you go into the sci-fi world. But everything that we do in real life can just be applied here too. And how nice is that? Like, I do love the hunting simulator Call of the Wild, right? You know, the hunter Call of the Wild. And if I would be working for that development team, I would actually add bushcraft, you know, like perhaps a little shelter, maybe a survival element, or maybe a dynamic map, right? Where you have to do these things, but then sometimes you get a mission, a call. You know, that like they want to eat a certain animal. They want you to go fishing. And you can do all primeval fishing styles. You know, like some wooden stuff, and then you collect them by the river. Maybe some netting, right? If you collected enough netting materials. Or, hey, you know, like you just buy them at the store, those fishing rods. There's so many options. Collecting flint and steel, etc, etc. We couldn't have handled that without volunteers like you. Here's your well-earned reward. Oh, thank you, big boy. Thank you. We are going to return, and now we are going to... We could actually deliver that big boy too. Yeah, I think we might actually be delivering this one right now, although it might be a very tight fit right over here on the bridge. But I think we will manage. And then from here, we can do this one, right? Sure. But yeah, you know, the possibilities are limitless. And then, of course, why dynamic? Because you might have seasons, or you only pass the freeze, right? You know, we have a layer of snow here and there, some spring, some fall, and maybe other hunters, you know, you might be hunting and then you might hear a bang and, you know, the animal that you are hunting is maybe scared away. The possibilities are limitless, and we are slowly getting there because technology is catching up. These worlds take a lot of CPU power and GPU power, right? Because the calculations behind it is done by the CPU. You know, like the physics. Well, there are dedicated physics engines on graphics cards, but the implementation of it is done by the CPU. The AI of NPCs, animals, etc. are also done by the CPU. And the more you have of that, the more it is CPU bound. So that's a very cool thing in my opinion, right? You know, that we are finally getting there and it is getting better and better, right? You know? And once things are getting better and better, we have more options. Well, this is going to be interesting though. From a distance, I was like, oh no, I bought a new scout for no reason. By the way, this little thing is way better than the Hummer in my opinion, at least for what I used it for at the moment. But it could be biased because I did not push, haul or do anything with it. So maybe I'm just a little bit frustrated, right, by our recovery little section. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Can that one be turned on? It can be turned on. All right, that is great though. So far the cable is a little bit too long for my taste, especially because of a little bridge. But man, this little hippie mobile though, it's rather good. It is rather good though. Kind of cute in its own way, especially with all the metal bars around it, you know. Saying like, yeah, I'm not going to one of those bushcraft hippie kumbaya acid type of Burning Man. My lord. You know, festivals. But here we are. I have soap with me, so, and metal bars around the truck. That's all that matters, I suppose, right? You know. The voice is doing rather beautiful though. Let's go in high gear. Let's go in low gear. I don't have the SnowRunner gears on. I wanted to see how the advanced gearbox does. In senses of, you know, in a sense of speed. Really doing good though. Really doing good. This will be no problem if that little swig is not destroying or everything that we care for. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, we are directly moving though. And we are stuck again. Yeah, I had a feeling this little part might be difficult. So far, I have to say though, this map has a lot of routes stuck everywhere. Right below the snow and all. It's difficult to get out of there, you know. Alright, very good, very good. That one is nice and close by. It would be funny if it technically could push us further. Doesn't seem like it though. Would be funny though, right? You know, a little bit anti-physics, but we are okay with that. What I do like mostly about this little hippie mobile is that it is thin, so it can easily fit through multiple places. Especially narrow canyons with rocks or certain debris like that, right? You know. Come on, just haul it up. Haul it up, though. That's how I want to see it. The truck is a little bit to the side, right? Making it way more difficult than it should be. All right, there you go. Now I want some distance. Yeah, the problem right now from this truck is what Humphrey or the Hummer might actually be way better at, though, might be engine strength at the moment. But then again, nah, there's no then again. Yeah, I believe the Hummer is a little bit stronger at this point. I don't know how they compare in all fully geared up, right? You know, end game type of stuff. I don't really care about min-maxing anyways, right? You know, I would go with the flow of how you feel about a certain truck, how it feels like in general to haul with it, you know, and if you do really enjoy it, right, you know. Though it's your game, it's your journey. And technically, I would rather have this hippie bus in real life than the truck right behind here. Although, with that truck behind us, we can do way more labor. But if it was for travel, like aka scouting, yeah, the hippie bus. Because a mattress in the back, though, one side coffee machine, you know, like a little toasty iron, you know, and you are well set, though, huh, for a comfortable journey. This truck is going to make a big difference when I put it to work on my farm. Thanks so much. My boy, you have a farm here. Are there farms in Alaska? Isn't it too cold there? I don't care. Probably not, though. By the way, where's your farmland, though, huh? We have not seen any farmland close by. Yeah, as you can see, it is a good truck, though. I love the leaves, by the way, here on the snow. So aesthetic. But high gear through snow and mud? It's a hauler, though. Woo! Yeah, there's an invisible route. I do see it. Do you see it? There's a little line over there. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Alright, load her up, though. And off we are. Then all roads are free to be traveled, more or less, of course. We have some very bad roads here and there, but that's alright, that's alright. That's something for later on, I suppose. But everything that is just blocking, it's being taken care of. And I have to say, we're doing a very fine job, though, doing so. Wait a minute, town? There is a town here. This is town? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, a couple of trailers. And a farmstead, 2 of them. This might be a shed, so there might be 6 then. I mean, I don't know. Interesting. And here we are. I mean, what will these people do without you and me, right? Whoppa, drive by, you really... what? You're really making a name for yourself around here, driver. I feel safer just knowing you're in town. I have a name, you know. All right, what will be next on the list? Power lines check. Interesting little side mission. We might do that later. This one is rather close by, so let's turn around and do that in the next episode. So by that, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time. I will see you guys then. Stay happy, stay healthy. And don't forget to subscribe though. Bye-bye.